Hi, I'm Alan. This is a video. Good morning, everyone. So what I wanted to do today is I feel like you guys don't really know me very well. So I took to Twitter, asked for you guys to send me some questions, and I decided to just answer them. So this is just a belated 60,000 Q&A, I suppose. You guys see a lot of just like weird, funny sides of me, but I wanted to be a little bit more human with you, I suppose. Fast Q&A. So you guys can feel like you know me a little bit better. I'm gonna go through some of the questions I got on Twitter. There's over 250 replies, so I can't go through all of them, obviously, but I'm gonna go through as many as I can, and the more important ones. So yeah. Flanix asks, would you like to switch to playing several games to have a chance to gain a bigger audience? I feel like I already kind of do this in a sense. On YouTube, I don't really, but on Twitch, I do play other games, and I have gained a little bit of traction from those games. I have gained audiences from those games. I played some Bloons, I played some GeoGuessr, I played some Minecraft, and I have met people through those games. For instance, I've met EC's BC, big ass YouTuber, raided me while I played Minecraft. We had a little bit of a chat, very nice dude. We've talked a little bit since. So I already do. It's just on YouTube, it's a different thing. Because YouTube is very, very scary with uploading different games. They put you in like this box, and getting out of said box is really hard. Because I'm grouped as a Geometry Dash YouTuber because that's all I upload. So if I suddenly start uploading other things, that stuff is going to be sent to the people who only watch Geometry Dash, which is a very large portion of my audience. I do other things on Twitch, but, you know, other than that, it's like, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe one day when I feel like I can't do Geometry Dash anymore, then I'll go with it, honestly. Leon asks, when did you realize you want to do YouTube and streaming, and what was your original idea of your doing in your future job, etc.? I've always wanted to do YouTube. I've told this story a couple of times before. I started wanting to become a YouTuber back in 2009. I was watching Chugga Conroy. In 2011. In 2011, I got a video camera for my birthday in January, so very early 2011. I stacked some books on top of each other. I placed my camera, my recording camera, recording my Nintendo DS as I played Pokemon Ruby, and I recorded my commentary of that, and I uploaded the raw footage to YouTube, and that's like when I realized, hey, I really want to do this one day. Then 2014 rolls around, I started uploading Geometry Dash, replays only, obviously. Then it's just grown from there, and now I'm in the position that I'm in, which I'm very, very thankful for, obviously. I've always just seen YouTube as like a side project thingy. For me, YouTube was always like a, hey, I want to do this as like a hobby, not really a job. I wanted to have it as a job, but also as a side hustle. I've always wanted to be a teacher. Teacher has been like my shtick for a while. I'm similar to every other kid ever. I've gone through like multiple phases. I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be a policeman. I wanted to be a firefighter. I wanted to be a fucking astronaut at one point. But teacher has always been the one thing that I want to do. I want to be a teacher. I think that would be pretty neat, not gonna lie. Dijon asks, how do you continuously play GD and never get tired? I get this question a lot. I stream for 6+ hours a day, basically. So I stream like it's a regular full-time job. And a lot of that time is Geometry Dash. And I get a lot of questions on stream, especially, Aeon, how do you play Geometry Dash for like 6+ hours a day? And I'm gonna be full on straight and honest with you. One, having people to talk to makes it a lot easier. Me just being able to interact with my chat that I have on my monitor is very, very easy, very, very simple. It makes me not fully focus on the game. But I will admit that I have a different type of motivation than a lot of other people, because I can be motivated by the fact that Geometry Dash is my job. Ask any of the big GD YouTubers, ask EVW, ask Durami. I have food to eat, I have housing to pay, I have phone bills to pay, so on and so forth. Playing Geometry Dash for longer periods of time for content also helps me exist. You can say, oh, you can pick up another job. Yeah, I can, but I don't need to. So while, yeah, you could be, oh, you're motivated by money. Every YouTuber is. That is just the pure reality of it. Every YouTuber is. Every person who lives off something are going to be motivated by the paycheck. You don't go and work your 9-to-5 job not thinking, oh, I can't wait to get paid. You don't go work at the grocery store and you're like, oh yeah, I love placing groceries on the shelves. Yes, that's my favorite thing in the world. Obviously, YouTube and Twitch are a little bit different because we do absolutely love what we do. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in the position we are in. I love doing YouTube and Twitch. But I will not lie about the fact that part of the reason why I'm able to stream the game for 6+ hours every single day is because I'm motivated by the fact that it's my job. I love playing the game and I love talking to chat. That is a big part of the motivation. But I have external motivational factors that also help. It's hard for me to tell how to be more motivated with the game, if I'm being completely honest with you, because I'm in such a unique position. Also, just a disclaimer, that's not me trying to be like, oh, money, money, money. Obviously, that is part of it, but that's not all the reason. Do not miss that. That is not the entire reason. It's a part of the reason. Diggs asks, what are you studying in university? I'm actually not in university. I finished off high school and then decided I want to take a year or two just trying to push for what I want to do. And if it doesn't work, I'll go back to school, I'll finish off my education, and I'll go live a regular life. But I've been lucky enough to get into a position where I don't need to. So I'm not in university, and I don't intend on going into university until I can't live off my YouTube stuff. So, not currently in university. As I answered earlier, I will go into teaching, primarily social studies and psychology, most likely. But at the moment, nothing. Tier 3 Pokemon sub asks, have you noticed a sudden increase in returning GD players, and do you think 2 will cost even more to return? Absolutely. I think a large part of the reason why people just stop playing GD, old players stop playing GD, is because of the fact that there's a lack of updates. Staying motivated with the same thing for a very long periods of time is very, very difficult, and GD not seeing much change over the past few years does make it hard to keep playing the game. So once 2.2 comes out, I will almost guarantee a large influx of old players coming back. They might not stay for long times, but they will stay for some period of time, and then they will get drawn back out again. GD doesn't have an end, so people will play the game until they feel satisfied with what they've achieved, stop, new update arrives, they will do the same thing over again. That's just how it works. Isodorf asks, what's your favorite video game of all time? I'll just name my top 5. It's Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, or Xenoblade Chronicles 1, whichever. Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda, Persona 5, and Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Those are my 5 favorites. Absolutely love the games. Fantastic. Harry the Almighty Wombat asks, what makes your streams and YouTube videos stand out apart from the consistency? That's a hard question. I think what makes my content stand out a little bit from everyone else is just, I feel like I have a very special relationship with my chat and my audience. I think the thing that makes me stand out the most is the fact that I have a very human interaction with my chat on Twitch and my Discord server, which translates well over to YouTube videos, because a lot of my YouTube content is just bantering with my chat, having weird, funny conversations with my chat that then again translates over to just being fun moments for people to enjoy. I think what makes me stand out is the fact that I'm able to just have casual, funny banter conversations with people I've never met. As much as you would like to think that Geometry Dash players are social outcasts that do not have any form of social skills, I'm a very sociable person. I love meeting new people. I love talking to new people. While I'm not exactly the most extroverted people, as I don't physically always seek new people, I don't have trouble meeting new people and making new friends. So I have a very easy time interacting with new people, and it makes for very, very fun and genuine conversation with the chat. And I think that's the reason why I stand out. Am I right about that? I don't know. You guys tell me. I have no clue. That's my interpretation of it, at least. Unek asks, have you ever considered quitting streaming and YouTube? No, I haven't. When my channel got terminated a few months ago, my YouTube channel was entirely wiped after my whole hacking thing that happened. That was a fun time. My initial reaction was, I'm gonna set up a new YouTube account, and I'm gonna get back into the grind and have videos ready to upload if I do not get my account back in 3 days. I talked to EVW, I talked to Dorami, they were going to help me get my footing back. EVW was like, it's going to take like a couple years for you to get back to where you were, and I was like, that's completely fine. I don't really mind, because my goal is not to hit numbers, my goal is to make people happy. So even when my channel got deleted for a couple days, I said to myself, I will not care about this very much, because my goal isn't arbitrary numbers. So I was going to keep going even though my channel was deleted. So no, I have not considered quitting YouTube. I won't unless I have to. Rossifer asks, on a scale from 1 to 100, how desperate do you consider yourself, and what do you believe is the key to true comedy? What makes a funny funny? As for the desperate thing, I feel like it depends on what you're asking. If you're talking about desperate for success, I would say probably like a 10. Obviously, I do want some form of success, but it really depends on what you see as success. I see myself as pretty successful. As for what is the key to true comedy, I feel like it depends on person to person. I'm a very sarcastic person. I like humor that's just like, oh, I didn't expect that one, that kind of stuff. A lot of the funny stuff I say is just like offbeat, one-off comments that's just, oh, that's kind of funny, my guy. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I feel like my humor is like not very similar to a lot of other GD people, There's some sarcasm, obviously, like Nefesta and Junie, but my type of sarcasm is not their type of sarcasm. Their sarcasm is like dry sarcasm, which is inherently funny, I will admit. But my type of funny is like, heh. I get it. I don't think there's a key to good humor, personally. I feel like just, if you think something's funny, you think something's funny, and that's about it. Titans fan 492 asks, when you're not streaming or making videos or playing GD, what are some things that you like to do? Now, see, I just spend most of my day doing that kind of stuff. I talk to my family. I call my mom pretty often. Me and my mom have like hour-long conversations like 2 or 3 times a week. I watch some anime. I just catch up with games that I play on my own. Talk to my friends. Very normal, casual, white dude shit, honestly. A lot of times I just relax because I need to, like, charge my battery. Other times I just, like, I want to watch a show, I want to play a game, I want to explore stuff. One thing I feel like a lot of streamers don't really do is that they don't catch up on things that they can talk about. Like, I watch a lot of interesting stuff on YouTube. I watch a lot of interesting documentaries. I watch a lot of like interesting shows and stuff, so I have topics of conversation to talk about later on in my streams to keep stuff interesting and fresh. For instance, the poopy anus thing that I brought up a while ago that has become a big inside joke on the channel at this point. I just watched a video on it and I was like, that's pretty funny, I'll bring it up with stream, and it caught on. So I watched a lot. I just watch YouTube, I watch streams, I watch TV series, either it's anime or not, movies occasionally, listen to music, so on and so forth. I just do regular stuff. I'm not that different from you guys. The only difference is that I play Geometry Dash way more than I probably should. Sir Fallen 2 asks, who's your other favorite GD content creator, if there is a favorite? Pretty simple answer for me. Eva W, I just like Eric's stuff. He just has this like charm to him that you can't really find anywhere else. Dorami as well, they just have a very nice charm. But as for like smaller GD content creators, Norkbork and Dr. Man. Dr. Man is primarily exclusively on Twitch. He's working his way onto the YouTube platform. And Norkbork makes a lot of documentary stuff, which is very, very well made. Go check them out if you haven't. They are very, very solid content creators, and they definitely deserve more exposure than they currently have. IJ asks, if you had to dye your hair one color, what color would you choose and why? This is a really random question, but I feel like I want to answer this just because it has a lot of meaning to me. I want to dye my hair pink, and the reason why is because I want to bring awareness. I want to be a walking awareness symbol to breast cancer, because my grandma got diagnosed with breast cancer a few years ago. She's thankfully recovered. She's very well now, and she hasn't relapsed or anything. But I want to bring awareness to breast cancer, and I do intend on dyeing my hair pink in the coming future, for that cause in particular. And I think that's going to be nice. So that's why. And a final question, Robbie Tussey asked, are you happy? For those of you who followed me for long periods of time, from like 2017 and earlier, you know that I've not always been the happiest person on the planet. I've had my periods of questionable stuff that I've done. But yes, I will say that I am truly happy now. I'm doing what I love, and I can love what I do. And as cliche as that sounds, it's true. I'm at the best place that I could possibly be, and I'm very, very thankful for that. Different upload from the norm. I don't usually do Q&As like this, but I feel like it was long due time, and I feel like I got to answer some stuff that you guys have been wondering about, and you guys got to see a little bit more of a human side of me, which I think is nice. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. You guys know the drill by now. Thank you for making my day a little bit better, and I hope I made yours a little bit better too. I'll talk to you guys later. Remember to eat your greens. Goodbye, everybody.